Yes, good morning and welcome back to the Football Terrace. Big news surrounding Arsenal Football Club. First of all, Guendouzi has joined Hertha Berlin on loan for this season. That is done. That is confirmed. And that is the deal. That is the deal that Arsenal fans have been waiting for. It's the deal that Arsenal fans think will trigger Arsenal going back in and submitting new bids for Thomas Partey and Houssem Aouar. Those deals, as it stand right now, do look a million miles away. Updates for you. First of all, we know that the director at Lyon has stated that Houssem Aouar will stay at Olympique Lyon this season. They have confirmed, in their own words, that they have stopped negotiations with Arsenal for this player. The same with Atletico Madrid. Atletico Madrid have been very forthright in saying that they don't believe that Thomas Partey is going to leave. They don't believe he's going to join anybody. Both these deals are broken down because Arsenal have not submitted an adequate bid, a bid that is deemed acceptable by Lyon or by Atletico Madrid. A lot of Arsenal fans believe in the process. A lot of Arsenal fans have continually told us that the reason we haven't done that is because we've got to buy first, we've got to sell first, we've got to lower the wages, etc., etc. It is now expected that Arsenal, at some stage today, will submit a new bid for either of those players, potentially even both. Arsenal fans tuning in, I want to hear from you now. Do you think your club is going to try and make these signings possible today? I want your views. I want your opinions on that as ever. I want to know what you're thinking and feeling about it. You have to sign somebody new, Arsenal. You've started the season off very well. You've looked very good, but new players are imperative if you're going to try and make it into the top four. There's no doubt about that at all in my mind. GL Block here says we are getting neither. Thank you very much here to Mr. Malik for becoming a squad member of the Football Terrace. It means a great deal to me. We're going to take a call here from Francis and speak about this news. But Arsenal, are they going to make these last-minute bids as reported by many of the sort of Arsenal outlets? Many Arsenal fans think it's going to happen. Guendouzi has joined Berlin. We have Francis on the line. Are Arsenal going to at least attempt to make these signings today? What do you think?
See, Arsenal can't make any signing. I just don't believe in this board. They're totally useless. 6 weeks, more than 6 months, we've been waiting for Houssem Aouar. Nothing has happened. Leon is not going to make a U-turn right now. It's ridiculous. They're kind of a useless set of board. Edu is a fraud. He goes around smoking a cigar all over the place, thinking he's doing a job. He's doing nothing. He's doing nothing. You've signed nobody. You sold Emi Martinez for £20 million. You bought Gabriel for £27 million. You sold some youthful kid for £5 million. You've done nothing. You've done no business, for God's sake. This is a shame. This is ridiculous that a club like Arsenal, in this day and age, you go through 6 months. We had a pandemic, 6 solid months, Terry. This is ridiculous. I'm frustrated about this club. This club is a mess. Is a total mess.
Bro,
what a shame.
Yeah,
look at Everton. Look at Everton. Look at Aston Villa. Look at all these guys, for God's sake.
Mate, I totally understand your frustration. I totally understand where you're coming from with that. You started the season well. Do you feel embarrassed as an Arsenal fan that you're talking, okay, 50, 60 million is a lot of money for Houssem Aouar, but 42 million pound is what it would take to land one of the best holding midfield players in the world. He wants to join Arsenal. He agreed personal terms with Arsenal at the end of April. You're talking end of April. We are now on the 5th of October, and you haven't submitted an adequate bid. How embarrassed are you as an Arsenal fan?
See, Terry, this is ridiculous. You know why this is ridiculous, Terry? We had the best opportunity to sign 2 players without competition. These are 2 of the best midfielders in Europe. One is an established midfielder from Atletico Madrid. Partey is established. He bossed Liverpool. He threw them out of the Champions League. Houssem Aouar is one of the best prospects in Europe, unchallenged. All we needed was the board, the owner, to say, "Hey, I'm going to loan you guys money to get this done." You don't have to give the club money. We know that no owner ever gives their club money. They always loan their club money, and this is ridiculous. That they would do that. See, I'm ashamed. I'm ashamed of us now. There's nothing that's going to happen today. They probably will get a Jorginho at the end of the day by the last minute, a useless Jorginho who can't get into the Chelsea squad. And everyone was like, "Oh yeah, here we go, Arsenal again." This is ridiculous. I'm in Australia. Yeah. I've been a very good fan of yours. I watch this every day. And I'm just pissed off.
Mate, and I hear that in your voice, and I get you. There's a comment here from iTest, and iTest says at least Arsenal have a good manager. And do you know what? I think they do have a good manager. Do you not find that to be a little more frustrating that you actually have a good manager who's creating a good system that's getting you playing well, but the board are not prepared? I mean, it looks like instead of having Thomas Partey this season, you're going to have El Neni. Instead of having Aouar, you're going to have Granit Xhaka. Is it more frustrating that you've got the solid base here to build something brilliant, but it's just not being backed? Does that make it even worse?
See, it makes it totally worse. And this is us now. Let me tell you something about us now. There's always a nearly with us now. Every time Arsenal is nearly there. For example, look at what we had: Ozil, Alexis Sanchez, and everyone buzzing it, and Ozil getting loads of assists. We had no striker. We had Olivier Giroud at the front line. We were crying for a striker. Okay, we were crying to have someone who was going to convert these goals. Sanchez was killing it. What's his name? Santi Cazorla was at his prime. They got nobody. This board is a shame. It's useless. Forget about this. They're not going to get it. They're going to put some useless beef that's going to be rejected straight away. Houssem Aouar played yesterday. He came out in the press and said, "Hey, I'm not going anywhere." Mikel Arteta went to the press yesterday and said the board are backing him. I don't get what he means by that.
Well, I don't understand what he means really by interesting. What's really interesting, I mean, Iatest, we know, is a United fan, doesn't like Ollie, calls Ollie a yes man and a Glazer puppet. But now he's praising Arteta. Arteta has done the same thing here. He's praising the running of the club. He's praising the board. By the way, he has to do that because he has to remain professional. He has to remain neutral to these things. He can't side with the fans. It's never going to happen. It's never going to work.
He's got a £5 million job a year. Yeah. Why is he going to come and say, "Hey, crunk it out"? They're not backing me. He's not going to say that. No manager is ever going to. Maybe Jose Mourinho is going to come out and say, "Hey, they're not backing me." The only person that can say that is a Mourinho. No one can do that. He's not going to say anything. He came out yesterday and gave that press conference, and that was a shame. The whole Arsenal fan base went into the match against Sheffield United yesterday knowing that the club had failed. They knew it. Yeah. They knew that it had failed. I could see Edu on the stand and Vinay, and they knew that this was going to be a real disaster. See, it's ridiculous. I'm just going to watch TV and just wait and see what drama they're going to do today. We're probably going to get some shit guy from somewhere. They're just going to make up something, 5, 10, 15 million pounds signing, panic buy, same like United. No strategy. Big clubs. I can't get it, Terry. When these clubs in 1998, 1999, 2000, these were the clubs of England. These were the top guys. 2003, 2004, Manchester United, Arsenal. Those were the clubs. I can remember I used to come to England those days to watch these big, massive games. It's ridiculous what we've turned to as a club. Everton, Tottenham, they've got a stadium. They're paying, they're in debt. Look at Tottenham yesterday. Ndombele bossing it on the midfield. Regulon. It's ridiculous. Look how many players they've signed. This is a shame, Terry. We can't be covering up for these guys. We pay a lot of money. Do you know how much we freaking pay in Australia to watch the Premier League? It's a hell lot of money. I know I'm not there watching the games every day, which is a shame. Sometimes I come in to Europe and I watch games, but I pay a lot of money to watch these guys mess up with fans. This is a football club. You see, it's a business, yes, but you've got to put money into business for God's sake. This is ridiculous, Terry. They're not going to sign anyone. They're going to get a panic buy, similar like a Cavani. useless player that's not going to have any prospect for the plans of the manager, appease the fans. Some people are going to say, hey, yeah. Nothing's going to happen. Everton is going to bust everyone out of the top four. You probably will get the Liverpool win the title. City again chase them by the side. Everton is going to be the club for the season that comes and breaks in, and probably you get a Chelsea scrapping through. Nothing. Arsenal, Manchester United, shame. It's all business. They've turned from a football club that we used to be a football club. I used to come to Old Trafford to watch a football club. Manchester United, Arsenal, in Wembley, FA Cup final, Vieira penalty, we won. That's what the Arsenal I was proud of. Not the shit. It's rubbish. 6 months. You had 6 months. 6 months to get just one thing done. One of the players back the manager. It's ridiculous. Yeah. Nothing is going to happen. I'm sorry I'm ranting.
No,
I'm so happy I have sweat a lot.
Mate, this is what the channel's here for, fans to vent their frustration. My brother, thank you very much for calling the show and having your say. Listen, it's really nice to hear the passion there of an Arsenal fan. Tell us what he really thinks. And we can all put faith in our clubs. You know, I put a lot of faith in Man United over the course of this summer because we had a good 2019 summer. We had a good January. I feel exactly how Francis there, the Arsenal fan, feels in relation to Manchester United. I completely and utterly understand the feeling, the anxiety, the frustration, the anger, because our clubs and our boards have let us down. And I'm really excited about the fact that today Man United are going to sign 2 or 3 players today. I'm frustrated and angry that it's taken us the entirety of the summer to get it done. Arsenal fans, I want to know what you're thinking and feeling. I want to know what's going through your minds right now. There are reports that you're going to make these bids. There are reports that you're going to try and make another attempt to sign these players. I mean, you today have sacked your mascot because you can't afford to pay him. What is going on? What is going on at Arsenal Football Club? Why haven't they spoken? Listen, do me a big favor. Hit the like button, hit the share button, and we'll see you all again soon. Take care. Goodbye. God bless.